Oxygen is the third most abundant element in the universe, after hydrogen and helium. The symbol for oxygen on the periodic table is O. Oxygen makes up about 21% of the Earth's atmosphere. The discovery of oxygen is often attributed to Swedish pharmacist Carl Wilhelm Scheele, who isolated it in 1772. The name, oxygen, comes from the Greek words, oxys, acid, and genes, forming, meaning, acid forming. Oxygen was first discovered in its elemental form by Joseph Priestley in 1774. Oxygen is a highly reactive and flammable gas. Oxygen is essential for respiration in all living organisms. The Earth's oceans are the largest oxygen producers, generating about 50–80% of the world's oxygen supply. Photosynthesis in plants and algae is the primary process responsible for generating oxygen. Oxygen is necessary for the process of combustion or burning. Oxygen is used in medical settings for patients who have difficulty breathing. Liquid oxygen is pale blue and extremely cold, at about 183 degrees Celsius. Oxygen is used in rockets and spacecraft to support combustion. The Earth's crust contains a substantial amount of oxygen, mainly in the form of oxides. Oxygen is one of the essential elements for fire to occur, along with heat and fuel. In its liquid form, oxygen is used as rocket propellant. Oxygen can form compounds with almost all other elements, making it one of the most versatile elements. Ozone, O3, is a form of oxygen found in the Earth's stratosphere, which protects life on Earth by absorbing harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun. Oxygen is essential for the corrosion of metals. Oxygen is used in metallurgy to refine certain metals like iron. Oxygen is essential for the operation of fuel cells, which generate electricity by combining hydrogen and oxygen. Oxygen is also used in the process of oxy-fuel welding and cutting. Oxygen deprivation, or hypoxia, can lead to various health issues, including brain damage or death. Oxygen is used in water treatment to neutralize harmful bacteria and organisms. Oxygen levels have fluctuated in the Earth's atmosphere over geological time scales, influencing the evolution of life forms. Oxygen therapy is used to treat conditions like chronic obstructive pulmonary disease and respiratory distress syndrome in newborns. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy involves breathing pure oxygen in a pressurized room or chamber and is used to treat various medical conditions. Oxygen is involved in the process of cellular respiration, where glucose is converted into energy by reacting with oxygen. Oxygen can form compounds with noble gases, such as xenon and krypton, under specific conditions. Oxygen levels in the Earth's atmosphere are not constant and have changed significantly over geological time scales. Oxygen gas has no color, taste, or odor. The ozone layer is located about 10 to 30 kilometers above Earth's surface. Oxygen levels were significantly lower in Earth's early atmosphere, leading to the evolution of anaerobic organisms. Oxygen is involved in the process of digestion, as it is used to metabolize food and generate energy. Oxygen is used in the production of metals like steel through processes like the Bessemer process. Oxygen is used in scuba diving tanks to allow divers to breathe underwater. Oxygen is used in the process of wastewater treatment to break down organic pollutants. Oxygen is also used in the aerospace industry for breathing systems in high-altitude flights and in space exploration. Oxygen is involved in the formation of ozone, a pollutant at ground level, which can cause respiratory problems and other health issues. Oxygen is an essential component of the Earth's carbon cycle, influencing the processes of photosynthesis and respiration. Oxygen is used in the production of glass, as it helps in the combustion process when manufacturing fiberglass. Oxygen levels in Earth's atmosphere have fluctuated significantly over geological time scales, influencing the evolution of life forms. Oxygen is used in the production of various chemicals, including ethylene oxide, methanol, and hydrogen peroxide. Oxygen can be found in various forms, including diatomic oxygen, O2, ozone, O3, and atomic oxygen, O. Oxygen is a critical element in the process of water purification, as it helps to remove contaminants and pathogens. Oxygen levels can vary in different environments, such as in high-altitude regions or underwater. Oxygen is used in the production of various fuels, including hydrogen and synthetic gas. Oxygen is used in the production of acetylene, a key component in welding and cutting processes. Oxygen is essential for the growth and development of plants, as it is required for photosynthesis. Oxygen is used in the production of ozone for water treatment and disinfection. Oxygen is a vital element in the Earth's climate system, influencing processes like combustion, respiration, and photosynthesis. Oxygen is involved in the process of DNA repair, helping to maintain genetic stability. Oxygen levels can vary in different environments, such as in caves or deep-sea habitats. Oxygen is used in the production of certain chemicals used in the pharmaceutical and healthcare industries. Oxygen is essential for the process of wound healing, as it is required for tissue repair and regeneration. Oxygen is involved in the process of immune response, helping white blood cells to eliminate pathogens. Oxygen levels can be influenced by factors like pollution, wildfires, and volcanic eruptions. Oxygen is used in the production of silicon wafers for the semiconductor industry. Oxygen is essential for the process of muscle contraction, as it is required for the production of ATP. Oxygen is used in the production of carbon black, a key component in tire manufacturing. Oxygen levels can be influenced by human activities, such as deforestation and industrial emissions. Oxygen is used in the production of certain chemicals used in the food and beverage industry. Oxygen is essential for the process of blood clotting, as it is required for the activation of platelets. Oxygen is involved in the process of bone formation, as it is required for the production of collagen. Oxygen levels can be influenced by geological processes, such as rock weathering and erosion. Oxygen is essential for the process of detoxification, as it is required for the breakdown of toxins in the liver. Oxygen is involved in the process of vision, as it is required for the production of retinal in the eye. Oxygen is used in the production of certain chemicals used in the textile and apparel industry. Oxygen is essential for the process of metabolism, as it is required for the production of energy in cells. Oxygen is involved in the process of taste and smell, as it is required for the activation of sensory receptors. Oxygen is essential for the process of hormone synthesis, as it is required for the production of steroid hormones. Oxygen is involved in the process of color vision, as it is required for the functioning of cone cells in the retina. Oxygen levels can be influenced by natural disasters, such as hurricanes and forest fires. Oxygen is used in the production of certain chemicals used in the electronics and semiconductor industry. Oxygen is essential for the process of enzyme activity, as it is required for catalyzing biochemical reactions. Oxygen levels can be influenced by changes in land use, such as urbanization and agriculture. Oxygen is used in the production of certain chemicals used in the aerospace and defense industry. Oxygen is essential for the process of DNA replication, as it is required for copying genetic information during cell division. Oxygen is involved in the process of memory formation, as it is required for synaptic plasticity in the brain. Oxygen is used in the production of certain chemicals used in the renewable energy and clean technology industry. Oxygen is essential for the process of cellular communication, as it is required for signaling between cells. Oxygen is used in the production of certain chemicals used in the petrochemical and refining industry. Oxygen is involved in the process of sleep regulation, as it affects the activity of neurons in the brain. Oxygen is used in the production of certain chemicals used in the pharmaceutical and healthcare industry. Oxygen is essential for the process of angiogenesis, as it is required for the formation of new blood vessels.